This is Crisis X, and I'm bringing you another video. And today, I've got a special guest, CMPronade. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Mark, how you doing?
Doing alright.
Very
So,
good.
today's topic is going to be pretty much Black Ops. Black Ops 2. And, as we know, you're doing the game battle stuff, so tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. I've been, I've pretty much started in MW2, and I've been, playing ever since. I started off obviously low key, and I've been continuing to grind pretty hard. I think pretty much my breakout point was MW3, and that was when I really, got involved in the community pretty big. I went to a couple events, some UMG events, and I really grinded hard in that game, and I wanted to make a name for myself. Unfortunately, they didn't have MLG events actually for MW3, so there was nothing I could really do there. But I've been playing hard, and I know I switched to Xbox midway through MW3 because I knew that's where I had to transition for all this competitive stuff. And for Black Ops 2, they already announced that there will be a circuit, so I'm gonna hold on tight to see details about that, and hopefully I'll be able to attend all the circuit events and some more competitive lanes throughout this game. And game battles I've still been keeping up with. That's all online. I've been playing team ladder, dubs ladder. I've been playing some tournaments already. There were some kickoff Black Ops 2 tournaments that I've been playing, and I've been enjoying myself, not taking the game 100% serious yet, trying to get into the just the grind of things, see the guns I like, just getting used to call outs and stuff. So we're still transitioning into the game, but as we pass Christmas time, hopefully we'll be getting some details about the circuit, so then I could start the grind up.
So, for people who don't know, this is the same guy who was on the team with us before when we posted up videos of like game battles back on Modern Warfare 2. And did we do any games on Black Ops?
We did a couple. I know we played a couple months into it. I know we weren't too serious. I know a lot of people were busy, and we all had different time schedules, so it was kind of hard to get something set. But no, we did. We definitely played a little bit, and I know me and you had played a lot of dubs. Dubs then and now are still honestly my favorite thing to play, just to relax. It's probably my favorite game type on GameBattles.com. To play a favorite ladder. And I know me and you, like I said, we played doubles quite often, and we had some team games going on, but not much. That was really when our team kind of broke up a little bit. So
gotcha. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I remember everything on Modern Warfare 2. That's when we had all the fun, and it was crazy. And then we got into Black Ops, and I think that's when we attempted to go serious with the competitive scene.
Right, that's right.
So yeah, again, this is the same guy who's been on the team. He's done some videos with me before. You may recognize his voice. Then he was probably, I don't know, LJ and the Cavs or True Skills.
I was LJ and the Cavs. At the under. Yeah, I've made some team switches since then. I know I went from LJ and the Cavs to, I know some of you guys may possibly know me on Black Ops PS3 as XX True Skills XX. And then I know as soon as I switched into the Xbox scene, I switched my name then to CMPronade. So I've been making some jumps in the name. It's kind of funny, but yeah, I mean, the whole team was together during MW2, and that's when our first couple of videos came into play, our dual com, and just some other videos. So if you guys don't recognize me, I'm the same person as LG and the Cavs. So
now that we got the introduction out the way, just to let y'all know, I'm restarting the channel. Not necessarily doing videos over, but I'm getting it back up off the ground, and we're going to be putting more Call of Duty back up there. Of course, I'm going to continue with the fighting games, and we're going to be bringing in people to do like interviews and dual commentaries and stuff like that. Before, it was really hard to get stuff done just because I was in college and everybody else was doing their own things when I tried to bring them in for dual commentaries and stuff like that. But we're going a completely different route with it this time, and now it's just going to be to have a whole lot of fun with this thing. And so CMPronade is going to be joining me on a lot of new the videos that are going to be coming out, and we're of course going to be going over footage. He's going to be giving you some insight about the game battles, and of course we're just going to have fun and talk about all kinds of different things. So this is pretty much our introduction video, and I gotta say, I'm looking forward to everything that's going to be going forward. So, CM, have you messed with the Call of Duty Elite app any?
Actually, it's funny you mentioned that because that probably takes up 50% of my school time. I'm a senior getting ready to go into college, and that's something I mess around with at school. When I'm home, I'm always grinding, but that is something that looked at a little bit on my iPhone. I'll just mess around with it. I mean, it's very helpful. Obviously, I'm not an elite premium member. Like, I don't have all the extra content, but just mess around while I'm not at home to see some of the gun stats and stuff. It's a fun app to go on. I highly encourage it to all gamers because it's definitely very, very awesome for the iPhone.
So, have you tried pushing any classes from the app?
I've not. That's something I have not done. I'll have to look into that. That'd be helpful to mess around again. Like I said, I've looked at gun stats, but I haven't actually changed any classes around.
I've been trying to push classes. I don't really truly understand like what it is to make that link, because when I first did it, I was able to push classes, and then after I changed some classes while in game, and then tried to push some classes during a game, when it came up, it took, I don't know, 20 minutes for it to tell me that new classes are available to import in, and then it gave me an error importing it in. So I was just trying to see if you knew anything about that.
No, I'm sorry, I don't really know too much about it. Do you access it from an iPhone?
I have it on my iPad, and then of course I go online and look at it, because I know online is the only way you can join the elite clans. Right.
It's something I haven't messed with either. I know that's a cool feature for gamers that are interested in that, but my whole competitive scene on game battles and hopefully into LANs this year have taken any interest from that away. So
I may have to look back at MLG.
yeah. Well, they're coming out, like I said. Expect them to be doing some big things. I know they've been finishing hard off the season with League of Legends. I know they've been doing a lot of stuff with that this past summer and fall and winter, since they haven't had any Call of Duty. But like I said, look forward to them bringing back Call of Duty on the LAN. That should be very, very exciting. Hopefully we'll get enough people this time to really bring interest into it. And I know with Black Ops 2, one of the coolest things about it is David Von der Haar being a person who, was really into competitive, watching it in MW2. He wanted to put some type of competitive game style in Black Ops 2, and that's, how League Play was really born. And that's, he wanted to have some type of way that he could bring in a lot of more gamers into the competitive scene, and that's really been a huge help. And I know with that, and like I said, MLG Circuit's coming out. We should be able to bring in a lot of new competitive gamers. So look forward to this year for that.
Sounds like it'll be an exciting year. Do you know why they've been doing Halo and not Call of Duty though?
I'm not too sure. Like I said, I know the reason why, the whole reason why MW3 wasn't on the circuit this past year was agreements between maker of MW3 and MLG, and they weren't able to host the game at actual LANs because there was no LAN mode for MW3 on the circuit. There was no way they could successfully do it, and a lot of gamers wanted. I know it was Robert Boeing. He was the head on MW3 to create some kind of LAN system so we could have some type of LAN, but there was nothing ever decided on that. So, but Halo, I know you're right. They have been going strong on Halo. I think Halo is something that they'll always have, just because of the fact that there's a lot of people that follow it, and that's why I said, I hope that Call of Duty is able to expand on their fans and their viewers, and we'll be able to build a bigger community. I know, like I said, it's been going up since Black Ops 2 came out, so hopefully we'll get the numbers. But hey, as Halo goes, I don't know if they're gonna have a circuit. I'm sure they'll have a circuit for the new Halo that had just came out, because I've heard from a lot of my buddies that it's a very good game to play. So we should be able to see them both on the circuit this year. And like I said, hopefully Call of Duty will be able to gain on the Halo community a little bit. I would love to see that. No offense to any Halo gamers out there, but I would love to see that.
So, have you tried Halo yet? Since you got an Xbox now.
I have not. No, Halo is not something that I enjoy playing. I played a little bit of Reach when I first got my Xbox, and I got my ass kicked in plain terms. It wasn't too fun to play. I mean, Halo, in my opinion, from Call of Duty is, I mean, a world difference. They are two way different games. And on top of that, I haven't really had too much downtime to really play Halo. I know all the time that I've had for gaming has been into Call of Duty, and especially with Black Ops 2 coming out, and all the grinding. I said I hope to do, and I have been doing. Takes away any time for really any other games. So
I don't know. If I got an Xbox, it would probably be for Halo and Gears of War. There's only two games that I could honestly say I would get an Xbox for.
In your opinion, why wouldn't you play Call of Duty on Xbox? That's really where it's at its biggest stance. I can't really say anything, bad about PS3, because PS3, honestly, in my opinion, is still my favorite system. That's where I started my gaming, and that's where, I spent my first 2.5 years of gaming, so I have nothing against it. I love PS3. It's still probably my favorite system, but, in your opinion, why wouldn't you play any, COD for Xbox?
I mean, I play it on the PS3, and everybody I know is on the PS3. I only have, maybe, counting you, 3 friends that plays on the Xbox.
Okay.
And I don't, unless I got back into the competitive scene, I don't play enough Call of Duty to pay, like, for gold membership or something.
Right.
Yeah, and, honestly spend that effort to play and feel like I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like I'm making it worth the money that I spent.
Mm-hmm. Right.
How much do you pay for yours? Is it everybody at the same amount, or is there different levels to it?
No, it's all the same. I know I pay mine. Monthly, which I really shouldn't do. It wastes a lot of money. I might just start getting the 3 months. But no, I know what you're saying. And like I said, when I made the transition into Xbox 360, it was really midway through MW3, and it was just because of the fact that I knew that any future events for Call of Duty were going to be on the Xbox. I know that's where most people said they wanted it. So there was no doubt in my mind that, it was never going to be hosted on the PS3 again, even though, like I said, I do love the PS3. That was my favorite system. But switching into it, that was one of the things I didn't like, that you would have to pay for it. And I honestly, I didn't think the graphics would compare to PS3. I figured the graphics would be better on the PS3. But coming into it, I'm really happy with Xbox. Like, the graphics are amazing. Honestly, like I've had no problem with Xbox. Like I said, you've had to pay for it. That's really the only downfall. But I mean, the internet's a lot better than it was, when I had my PS3. Just everything's been working so crystal clear with Xbox. And the fact is, there's probably 3 times the amount of players through game battles and that'll play competitive on Xbox than there is on PS3. I was really astounded when I saw the ladder sizes of some teams on game battles. They were like quadruple the amount of teams on PS3 than on Xbox. So just a lot of more people on Xbox. A bigger community on Xbox, and that's really where all the pros started. I know besides having MW2 on the PS3 the national circuit online, they started off with COD 4, and that was actually on Xbox. So that's really where all the pros had started. When MLG had picked up COD for the first time, it was through COD 4, which was, like I said, on Xbox.
So then they're no longer doing COD on the PS3 anymore for
right.
MLG?
Well, as far as I know, like I said, they're not going to be. I know the Sundance, the owner and CEO of Game Battles, really tried to outreach the community on seeing which game, or what system the game should be played on for, circuit events. And I know pretty much 90% of the pros and a good majority of the community said Xbox. Like I said, I was a little saddened by it because I had a PS3 and that's, what I loved. But most people wanted the Xbox, so that's when all the Xbox events started coming back for MW3. All the LANs were hosted on Xbox. So transitioning into it, he did mention that the LANs would be on Xbox. So I don't know about any future games. I guess it might be possible. And another thing that's really piqued my interest this year. I was looking at was rumors about new systems coming out. So I don't know if that's true, but I did read an article about it. That next year they were coming out with an Xbox 720. Have you heard anything about this?
Yeah. From my understanding, somebody head of Microsoft stated that the 720 would come out a year after the Nintendo's new system came out. So the release date that everybody's pretty much going with is going to be Christmas time for the 720.
Wow.
The PS3 is also supposed to come out sometime next year as well. There's been a lot of reports that the different game companies have been getting the dev kits for the new system. There was even an article in the latest Game Informer about it. I mean, it wasn't like a full, it was like a little blur, but yeah, supposedly both systems should be looking at a release date sometime next year.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, to me, it really doesn't matter. I don't think. I mean, I'm sure there's obviously some new features you can do now that technology, every year gets a lot better. But I don't really see what the Xbox 360 right now can't do. I don't really feel a need for a new system. I know, it's been a while since a new one has come out, and I'm sure they're looking to make some new money. But
well, they're still making money off the consoles that are out.
No, absolutely. I mean, with the new system coming out, they're looking for the next thing that's going to really boom. And I think, that's what they're trying to find. Now, like I said, in my opinion, there's not much more really this new system can do that these systems right now that we're playing can't.
Well, the big thing is always about the upgrade in graphics.
Right.
If you've looked at any of the gaming computers and seeing, like, for example, I don't know if Black Ops 2 was on PC, but if they had a variation of it, I'm sure it would be night and day between the console version and the PC.
Well, now, is it possible that now this I'm not entirely sure on, so is it possible that with the patches that they release all the time for Call of Duty, every time you sign in once in a while, you'll see a new patch. Is there a way that Xbox, the actual company, can do an upgrade on the graphics just by doing a new download? Is that possible, or does the actual system have to be, does a new driver have to be put in? That's the question.
And they have to put in a brand new graphics card.
Okay, right. Okay, well, like I said, so I guess we'll look for that next year. I'm sure it's going to be pretty expensive, though. I don't think they'll start it off at a very cheap price. That's for damn sure.
I'm pretty sure we're going to be looking at like similar price points of what the original systems came out. I don't think the PlayStation will be over $500, but I'm sure it's going to be damn near close, and the Xbox will probably be swimming right behind it.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, we'll see. We'll see as this next year comes. Right now, we don't got to worry about that. We still got a good year to play these games. So
I'm definitely interested in seeing what these consoles will look like. Have you heard that the 720 may not have a disk drive in it?
Wow, is that right?
Yeah, it's supposedly going to be all digital, and the PS4 will still have its Blu-ray drive in it. From recent
about a PS4 now? That I have not heard. Is there rumors about a PS4?
Yeah, I told you that. Yeah, both systems are looking for a release date next year. I'm pretty confident that, from what I've read, that the 720 again will be sometime December, and I'm sure the PS3 will be around that, or PS4, sorry, will be around that same time as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see. I mean,
do you keep up with like any information on GameStop by any chance?
I have not. The only thing I've ever really looked into in GameStop was LANs. I know some of them will host LANs from time to time, and I have some of my buddies that are local here that are always looking for a LAN that we can go together and hopefully get some extra cash. But no, on actual like products and stuff, I don't really keep up with that kind of stuff. I just, like I said, I heard rumors about the Xbox 720, and that's really why I got interested in it. But
Oh, the reason why I asked is because GameStop has been they've been a lot of talk about GameStop and where it's going in the future because of the fact that both Sony and Microsoft have put out things talking about the next console may or may not have a disk drive, and I think it's pretty much confirmed that the 720 will not have one, but the PS3 I think will have one. PS4. I don't know why I keep calling it 3.
Yeah, PS3 is already out, Mark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so if both consoles had came out with no disk drive, then of course what will GameStop sell? Because it's only going to be so much longer that they'll be able to still push PS3 and Xbox 360 games.
You're right about that. That's a really good point. I don't, and with new technology, we see this a lot. We see, new machines being able to take over jobs, and a lot of companies do go out because of it. So, I don't think I don't think they're too happy about it. I know it'll make people, some people, happy because it'll be so time efficient. That you don't actually have to go anywhere. You can just download all the games off the system. And I know a lot of technology, we're seeing today is a lot more digital. Everything's turning digital. I guess that's just what's, in right now.
That runs into problems. It's like, what if I wanted to come over to your house and we chill out and play some Call of Duty? If it's all digital, I have to bring my actual system. So
that's right too. That's right too.
Yeah, and I don't want to. If the systems are anywhere as big as they are, if they don't do a slimmer design, I'm not going to want to travel with that.
Well, what would you need? You said you need to bring your system over, but why? If we were playing at my house, we would just use my system.
But what if you don't have a game? What if you decide today you're going to quit Call of Duty and you're only going to play casual, and you're not even going to pick up the next one?
Yeah, you know what? And that's now you think about it, that could be a another scheme they could make money off of. I bet. Now there's no way you can really share stuff.
Yep.
You got to actually haul the Xbox if you want to play another game. So it'll make people, actually buy the game. So we'll see.
So I actually found that little blurb about the PS4. It says, citing multiple sources, VG247 says that developers have been receiving the PlayStation 4 dev kits, with final versions expected sometime next summer. Furthermore, US developers have met with Sony, which is briefing them about the system codename Orbis. This machine is said to have, among other features, a Blu-ray drive and a new user interface that lets you use the system's menus, like the PSN store, without having to quit out your game. The system is expected to be announced right before E3, which is in mid-June.
Wow. So there you go, yeah. So we'll see. That's one thing I've always wanted to do is go to E3. That'd be cool to be able to go and, see all the systems and works before they come out.
See, I don't know if anybody can go to E3. I think you got to be like a developer or part of the news or something.
You have to be in somehow. I mean, I know regular people can go. You just have to have some type of connection. I don't think you can really just buy tickets. You might be able to. I'm not exactly sure, but like you said, I think it's really for people that are really into it. One of the things or perks of being a professional gamer, just for example, we'll use Optic Gaming. Just because they're on top of the ladder in almost every game, in my opinion. They have the best connections, best hookups. They've been around for the longest. I know they were invited to E3 last year, and they actually went to some different gaming develop like, I don't know what to really call, like, meetings in other countries to discuss some new upcoming software and different games. That was this past summer. A couple teams were actually invited, them and Envious. So I'm sure if you're really big into gaming and you're a big professional that everybody knows, you'll be invited. But yeah, I don't think anybody could just go.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's invitation only.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I think half the country would probably be there, and they wouldn't have room for all
right.
that.
Right. That's right.
Oh man, it's pretty much half an hour in, so I think I'm going to end it here, and we will hit everybody out next video. Yeah,
I really want to thank everybody for tuning into us. You know, the first you get bear with us, people. You know, it's our first video. It's not going to be perfect, but you know, we love feedback. You know, give us some feedback on what we can improve on, what we can talk about, what kind of videos you want to see. I know we can upload some new game modes. I can upload some competitive gameplays. So yeah, just definitely hit us up, you know, and let us know. And you could definitely follow me on Twitter it's at cmichalski4. It's spelled CMICHALSKI and then the number 4. Or you can add me on Xbox. It's CMPronade, CM and then space and then Pronade, PRONADE. And I would love to play with you guys or talk to you guys. So yeah, again, thank you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. And we will be making some new videos in the near future. And I want to thank you, Mark, for having me today.
Not a problem. That information I'll put in the description box, so if you don't catch it in the video, don't fret it. Just, again, check the description box and you'll get his Twitter and, of course, his gamer tag.